Y'all know what time it is. It's story time. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab y'all little snacks, and tune in for this tea. Okay, before we get into the tea, I have promo. So if you're not interested, because I know everybody not interested, the link will be in the description, all right? For those of y'all who stuck around, I really appreciate it. Let's get right into it. So today's promo is with Jeulia, a premium artisan jewelry company, and they sent over a few things. Y'all know Valentine's Day is coming up, so this will be the perfect time right here, right now, to order your Valentine's Day gifts for your significant other, because girl, who don't like a piece of jewelry, especially for the woman in your life? They will love it. So before we get into the jewelry, it comes with a lot of things, including a few incentives. You know, if you order over a certain amount, you get a certain amount off. How to care for your jewelry. This is something you need to know, how to care for your jewelry. It's like a little pamphlet letting you know about the jewelry, what kind of jewelry they offer, you know, things like that. Real cute, real informative. And then a little gift bag for gifting, just in case. So now the first thing I got is this bracelet. It does come in a gift box, perfect for gifting. This bracelet is so beautiful. Look at that. Yes, ma'am. And it's crazy because I have a pair of earrings that would match this so well. Hold on, let me show y'all. This bracelet with these earrings. Yeah. She's on to something. Yeah. A little clamp right here. Pop it open. Hold on. Up my wrist. Pop it on your wrist. And voila. One size fit all. Well, most, because I don't know, some people have different wrist size, but I feel like I have an average wrist size, and you know, it will bangle. It's like a bangle, so it will go up and down, round and round. It's not gonna stay in place. It's not super tight. I really do love it. It's real, I just love it. Real classy, just in time for Valentine's Day. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't usually like to wear super small earrings, but these are very small and dainty, beautiful earrings. So, you know, I might have to just switch it up. I like to have big hair, and I feel like with big hair, the small little dainty earrings like this can get drowned out, basically. Y'all see that? No, I'm not talking about my period pimples. I'm talking about the earring. Hello. It's so pretty. Hold up. Now hold on, because they might have really just did something with this. Oh, this is so pretty. I think I'm wearing these for Valentine's Day. Whole time I ain't got no man, no Valentine, no plan or nothing. But I'll be in these. Get it. Big hair, little hair, don't care. These are a little bigger, the little earrings. These are a smidge bigger. Very cute, very dainty. It gives me winery. It gives me a spot of tea, brunch, classy. This gives me like dinner date, you know? I love this real bad. Girl, I don't know which pair I'm gonna wear. Ooh. Oh. He did what now? Oh, I know he didn't do that with my rich classy earrings in. I love these. And I love the fact that they're a little bit bigger. They're dangly. Because, you know, I don't usually do studs. These are perfect. They give classy, elegant, all on a budget. I feel like any woman would be grateful, just in love with these earrings. This gives me updo. Oh, yep. You see it? Yep. This is updo. Elegant, you know? Yeah, I love that. So, y'all, what y'all think? Love it, though. I love it either way. All right, y'all, that's everything that I got from Jeulia. Special thank you to them for sending their items over. I loved everything. If you liked any of the items, definitely head over to the description. I got a 15% off code for y'all. And what else? Just, or you know, if it strike your fancy, girl, no pressure. Hello, no pressure. They have men's jewelry too. So if you buying something for your man, they got bracelets, they got rings, they got a few necklaces, little chains, you know, check them out, okay? That's pretty much it though. Let's get into the story time, because the promo been, you know, I ain't trying to drag it. I'm so sorry, y'all. I really be trying to get my videos up for Monday, and then I end up rushing it and still not getting it up. Disclaimer, I still got this little cough, so I'm editing out all the coughs. That's why the editing kind of choppy. And so you don't get confused and think the first part of the story is irrelevant. It's basically a backstory on how I met the girl, because it was completely random. How we was cool for a minute, then I don't want to say we fell out, but we stopped talking for a second, and then we got back to talking again off of some sketchy stuff. I'm gonna say around this time I was homeless, and it was my fault that I was homeless, so don't feel bad for me. But I'm on everybody's couch. It's too early to be cussing. I'm sorry, YouTube. I was on everybody's couch. Okay, I was staying with friends. I was staying with my man. I did eventually stay with my brother, but at first I was real hesitant, because his house was the house you went to when you ain't had nowhere to live. Okay, we just keeping it real. All his homeboys stayed there. All like their girlfriends, like whole families, girl. I was like, it's a dog, it's babies, girl. So I was just like, I used to pull up on my brother sometimes. So around this time, I want to say I was kind of staying with my ex and my man at the time, But yeah, so that's why he was like in the vicinity, and you know, I just pull up over there. I used to have my friend pull up over there too, and we would just, you know, sit around, talk, drink, play games. I would watch them play the game, like all kinds of stuff. It was cool. Like, it was a cool vibe. His house was like the party house and the homeless house. Okay, it was a shelter. That's what it was. So yeah, I used to go over there. I didn't really like being over there. I mean, it was cool, but that house was always smoked out, and I didn't like that smell. Like, I used to sit in my car when they was smoking, when they was doing their session. I would go to my car and do mine. So that's what I was doing this day. I was sitting in my car. I didn't close the door to my car, so my like legs is out, and I'm turned this way, and I'm just scrolling on my phone, smoking a cigarette, right? So next thing I know, I hear this dude like, hey, what's your name? What's your name? And I'm just like, because mind you, this is off, I'm just saying it's off Brazewood. That's it. I'm just saying somewhere off Brazewood. So, you know, if you're in Houston, you know, they do everything over there. You go outside, you see somebody over here shooting dice, somebody over there making plays, just in broad daylight. They wasn't scared. They knew the police wasn't coming over there. Was it legal to carry back then? I don't even think it was. Like, not open carry. Of course, it's legal to carry. This is Texas, but open carry, just like when no license, permit, whatever you need to carry, just toting them things. I'm just, At this point, he walking over to my car. So I'm contemplating every decision I can make. I'm like, if I hurry up, hop in my shit and lock it, would I look crazy? Would that be weird? Like, would that make him go away? Because what if he get the beep, 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 knocking on my shit and just, you know, dudes is weird. They do not give up. So, like, bitch, if I scream to the top of my lungs, drop down to the ground and start sizzling like bacon, would that be weird? Like, I don't know, bitch. So I'm just sitting there. I got stuck. Mind you, he looked like the roughest roughneck on the block, and I was just like, you know what, just let me hurry up, get this over with so he can get out of my face. Whatever he want, I'm gonna give it to him, because I don't got time to be getting bust upside my head. So he walked up to me like, oh, what's your name? I ain't never seen you over here. Da, 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 da. Like, you know, I'm trying to get to know you. Who you over here with? You live over here? Who you know over here? Just all these questions after questions. And I'm like, no, I don't live over here. He was like, well, shit, I gotta get to know you. Da, 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 da. I'm like, nah, I got a boyfriend, because bitch, when I am single, I'm outside. But when I'm taken, I'm faithful, unless I'm doing, because I have done a lot of things out of spite. I've entertained a lot of people out of spite, just because I be trying to get back, but I can't fully commit to the get back. So yeah, I'm like, no, I'm taken. I got a man, this, that, and the third. He was like, well, your man don't let you have friends. Boy, if you don't get your... No. What the fuck do you mean? Ask my man if I could have a friend. How about you do that? So I'm like, nah, I don't even get down like that, this, that, and the third. So he was like, no, but I gotta get to know you though. Like, give me your Instagram. No, matter of fact, give me your number. I ain't taking no Instagrams. I ain't taking no grams. I want the number. So he's just trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, nah. Faithful. Whole time, mind you, I'm smoking. So the smoke is like blowing in his face, and he was like, nah, and you and that shit right there, that's gotta go. Like, you don't even look like you do all that. Next thing I know, mind you, it's a million things going on outside. So it's a million different sounds happening at once. So I start hearing somebody calling a girl yelling a man's name or a dude name. What can I name it? Fathead. I'm gonna just name him Fathead. So I just keep hearing Fathead. Like, in the moment, I'm not thinking nothing of it, because it's like kids running outside, dudes dapping, like, you know, I'm hearing dudes, oh, hell no, da, 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 da. Like, you know, it's a lot. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. But then I keep hearing it get closer and closer, and all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating fucking voice. And it just seemed like bitch is right here with it, like, Fathead! Mind you, dude not flinching, so I'm like, okay, it clearly ain't his name. But as the sound kept getting closer, he do one of these. Mind you, he leaned up on my car like this in front of me, both arms resting on my car. What? You too comfortable. So he do one of these. What's up? What's up? The girl is like, you ain't hear me calling your name? I'm like, oh no, Fathead, please get the fuck on, ho. Because one thing about it, I just got this song and it's fresh. It's fresh. I ain't got money for a new one. I ain't got time for this to turn me every way but loose. Every which way but loose. I don't want no problems, bitch. You ain't finna turn my first song into some loosey-goosey shit. I ain't got money for it. I did have me a little JOB. It was very part-time. Only enough to pay my phone bill, and me have a little bit of pocket change left over. So, She said a name. I'm not listening. I'm tuning it out, because I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I can get out this situation, girl. I don't want this man. He got the nerve to just, like, look off on her. Let me give y'all an example of what's going on. Like I said, he got his arms right here. He talking over his shoulder like that. So yeah, he talking da da da. You see me over here talking blah blah blah. So she like, man, but you have me calling your name. Where's so and so? He look off on her ass and keep talking to me. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't try to impress me. Not, bitch, at the sake of both of our safeties, don't try to impress me. So at this point, I'm thinking like, this is your girl or something. This is a girl you fucking with from the neighborhood. I don't know who she is, but I ain't got time for it. So he like, yeah, so me and you, like, you know, da-da-da. So I'm like, I'm like, this is exactly how I do it. Who is that? Bitch, I barely move my mouth. I'm whispering. Who the fuck is that? So he was like, man, that's my sister. I'm like, it's not giving sister. It's not giving sister. So I'm like, that's your blood sister or that's just your sister? Because you know how people be. They be like, yeah, that's my sister. That's my bro. The whole time they fucking on that. So I'm like, nah, that's your blood sister or what? He was like, man, that's my blood sister. You got me fucked up. Da da da. So I'm like, nah, I ain't got you shit because I don't know. I don't know you or that. So he was like, that nigga get to pulling his down, pulling his crew neck, making it a fucking V-neck, all just to show me a tattoo of a random bitch name. That could be your mama, your grandma, your anybody. Like, I don't know that's your sister name, so it's some random name. He was like, man, I got her name tattooed. That's my sister, man. Come on now, that's my sister. I ain't gotta lie to you, da da da. So I'm like, that could be anybody's name. So he was like, what the names? Just say the tattoo said desperate. He like, man, desperate. Hey, desperate. She don't think I'm your sister. She don't think you my sister. Da 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 da. Just so much going in. I'm like, I really wasn't buying it in the beginning. We ended up talking for like maybe 10 minutes or so, and I'm like, okay, maybe that is giving sister. I don't know. She ended up getting comfortable asking me to show her down on my cigarette. I'm like, girl, I'm not finna show no cigarette with you. So I gave her own. We get to talking, whatever. She was real cool in the beginning. I can't say that. So yeah, we talking. She was like, you live over here? I ain't never seen you over here. I'm like, no, I don't live over here. Apparently, everybody know everybody that live over here because I really didn't be over there like that. Until I started actually living with my brother. And then I feel like when I was living with him, I didn't even go outside like that at this point. So because of, I don't know, not necessarily because of what's gonna happen with me and old girl, but whatever. I'm not gonna name him. I'm just call him the brother. The brother was a tree man. So he probably did know everybody in that complex, because I don't know how to explain this complex, but it was like a very small type of community. And then the apartment complexes was only 2 stories. So it's only like the first floor and the second floor. It was that type of thing. Did I say the sister name was Desperate? I would keep that name for her, because I was gonna call her something else like too close to her name, but I like Desperate. Okay, so yeah, long story short with that, me and Desperate got cool from there. And you know, I started pulling up over there, and I didn't even tell my brother half the time I was pulling up over there. It took a little bit of time, but me and Desperate did get real cool. And I did notice a few things about her. Like every time I would pull up, she would be asking me to borrow clothes. Like, oh, can you bring this? You got a shirt, you got a pair of shorts, you got this, you got some sandals, whatever. So what I used to do was I would pop in when my aunt was at work. I would get clothes, you know, toothbrush, I would shower, check on my grandma, and then I'd go back out. So yeah, that's what I would do, and I would bring her clothes. And then another thing I noticed about her, I could never ever go up in her house, and I did not ask why, but I read the room, and I'm just like, oh, okay, because every time she would go up in her house, she'll be like, oh, can you wait right here? Can you just stand out here? I'll be right back. Then on top of that, one time, y'all, we was in a car and we was drinking, because that's what we did the most. Like at this time I was very depressed, having just very depressed thoughts. I would do a lot of this stuff just to take my mind off of what I was really going through. The fact that I was homeless, didn't have nowhere to stay, my life wasn't stable, I was barely making money, I had a part-time job that I worked like 24 hours a week, whatever. I was just going through it. So drinking was like a coping mechanism to me, to the point where people would joke, oh, you an alcoholic, and I'd be like, I am, I sure am. I started calling myself an alcoholic, and it's not funny because I really was an alcoholic at one point, but I'm not trying to get too deep up into that. We just used to drink up in the car. And I was like, I said something like, oh, I gotta pee. You ain't gotta pee? She was like, nah, I ain't gotta pee, but it's a Fiesta down the street. So I'm like, oh, okay, I see what it is. Anyway, y'all bopped down to the Fiesta down the street. And then right after that, she was like, can you take me to Lotus? Which Lotus was like literally down the street. But I almost said, bitch, walk, because I can't even come up in your house to pee. I can't come up in your house to chill on the couch or nothing. The fuck? So yeah, aside from that like one little weird thing, the fact that I couldn't go up into her house, I was like, okay, you know, she's a cool girl, whatever, I don't mind kicking it with her. She was at one point, I was pulling up on her damn near every day. And I remember one time I pulled up on her and she was like, you want to go to Eskimo Hut? Because I was like our damn near daily routine. And I was like, hell yeah. Because one thing about it, I had a little chump change. My check was enough to pay my phone bill and then have a little pocket change, because I ain't had no bills like that for real. I would just give my aunt money for the phone bill sometime. Bitch, mind you, I get in where I fit in. So Eskimo Hut at this time was my place, because I had a hookup. I knew somebody there, so they would always charge me for a small and give me a 32 ounce and add candy. Eskimo Hut and Wingstop, bitch, I had to hook up free or extra food every single time I went, right? So that's what we did. And then I think we went to go run. I think I had to get my oil change. She came with me to get my oil change, and we flirted with the dudes at the mechanic shop, because my man my quote-unquote man was ignoring me. Mind you, ooh, y'all know what I left out. Mind you, my car had already been in an accident. If you seen that story time about that girl wrecking my car when she was driving to her interview, and then she tried to do the dash on the person that she hit, and they chased us down to a gas station, called the police, this, that, and the third. It was so much. It was crazy. It was a crazy ass day. But yeah, so my car already messed up, and she used to always talk shit about my car. At least I have a car. Yeah, so we pulled back up to her apartments, and we sitting outside just drinking our daiquiri, and I started laying on my hood, and she was like, "Bitch, you sure you could lay on this hood? Like, your little hoopty finna give out at any second now, right? Because at this time, I just started taking care of my car. I never got an oil change or nothing. I got an oil change like, bitch, once a year. I ain't gonna lie to you, once a year. If that, girl, I can remember on one hand how many oil changes I got since I had that car, the whole time I had that car, right? So I'm like, girl, my car is fine. Like, don't try to do me in Bertha. We good over here. You around here walking it like you talkie. So yeah, I mean, I ain't take too much offense to it, but whatever. I was just like, bitch, hold up. It's always a motherfucker that's going in on some shit that ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but you ride around in this little hoopty though. At one point, she was like, I'm gonna go put my daiquiri in the freezer. So we walk over to her house, y'all. Her brother is out there, bitch. Her brother and all his partners, it's like 2 girls over there. He trying to riz one of them. Oh my God. I keep saying that shit. I keep saying riz. I am not 12. My 7-year-old be trying to riz me up all the time. She be like, girl, stop. She got me saying that shit now. Shit. I need some grown up friends. He trying to talk. I don't even know what to say. He on a bitch. He on her ass. And I hear him like saying the same stuff. Oh, what's your name? I ain't never seen you over here. Da da da. Your brother Jaquan Mason, ain't it? Just saying shit. I'm like, oh, they're sick in the head. They sick in the head because he doing the same shit to her that he was doing to me. Wait, because let me tell you, because I really cut out like a whole 15 minutes because I feel like the story time was just being too much about him, and it's really not about him. So he was like, yeah, I think I know your brother. I know everybody that live here. Your brother J-Mac, huh? It's J-Mac. You look just like him. I'm like, nah, who is J-Mac? Whole time I'm thinking he's trying to be funny. He talking about the dude on 97.9, the box on the radio. And I'm like, nah, my brother name is Bernard. Ain't no J. I don't know J or Mac. He was like, oh, no, I swear. I thought I know your brother. I thought I knew him. He started telling me all J-Mac business, very irrelevant. But then I walk up, and he doing it to some other girl. I'm like, oh, this is your game. This is just what you do. So, yeah, mind you, we walking up, right? Walking up to her house. They got furniture, like, on a patio, because at these apartments, y'all, patio kind of longish. It's like a door right here, a door right here. The whole thing is a patio, and the cutoff is invisible, but you know, like, when the cutoff is. So people put furniture, some people put all types of stuff. It was a dog cage out there, like, whatever. They had all this furniture out there, and they sitting on it, everybody just outside smoking, right? So we walking up, and I get to hear him mumbling, but it ain't the, oh shit, these hoes look good, da da da. It's oh man, what the fuck, hell no, da da da. So I'm like, hold up, bitch, are we even welcome here? I know you said this your house and all, but it don't look like nobody happy to see us, and I don't know these motherfuckers. So what's going on? So she get to walking up, and the brother walk up to us, and he was like, oh, what you bring Miss Bougie over here for? He seemed salty, but the whole time he was just in another bitch's face, right? Let me just go ahead and tell you why everybody was mumbling. It was some drama that happened because Desperate was messing with her brother homeboys, and the 2 girlfriends was over there, and she was just causing drama in the relationships. Mind you, Desperate is the type of girl that the first 2 times I hung out with her, I knew all her business. She tell you all her business right off the bat. So it was a lot of mess going on, but I'm trying to stick to like us and what's happening right now. So I kind of skipped the beef in the messiness, but it was drama to the point where Desperate was like low-key scared to even pull up to her own front porch. They did not want her there, the homeboys, and it's like the girl lived there, she gonna be around. So I don't understand why y'all trying to punk her into not going home. You know what I'm saying? He was just like real salty for no reason. The whole time I just seen you in somebody else's face, like I said. So they going back and forth, the brother and the sister. I'm not saying nothing because really feel like I ain't got no dog in this fight. I don't live around here. Like, I don't know. Bitch, my brother live around here. That's the most claim to around here. I ain't trying to claim Braeswood, baby. This all you. This your hood. You got this. I don't care too much. So, mind you, he trying to snatch her daiquiri out her hand. He do that shit so fast, like, on some, give me that shit. I don't know if he had dry mouth all of a sudden or what. Whole time they both trying to snatch it at the same time. Just imagine that. The whole cup drop. The whole 32 ounces drop. Splatter on our shoes, our legs, and our feet. So I'm like, Desperate, if you want to go back to my car, I got some water up in there. We can rinse our shoes off and our sandals. But that really wasn't the reason that she was mad. She was mad because her brother was playing too much, made her drop her whole daiquiri, right? So this hoe really stomping literally stomping, shoes off, mobbing back to her car, right? I mean, back to my car, girl, not her car. Back to my car. I'm rinsing our shoes off. I'm rinsing my feet off. I'm giving her bottles of water so she can rinse her shit off. And she just in complete silence. She one of the people that, like, when they get mad, they shut down. They don't say nothing. They got an attitude with the world. And I get that because when I'm mad, I like to be left alone too. But her energy was just so bad. She wasn't saying nothing to me. I'm like, you cool? You okay? Not saying shit to me. Like, just acting like I'm not talking to her. And I'm like, oh no, I don't like this shit. I'm not finna be up in this energy. So as soon as we get done rinsing our shit off, I got napkins, we could dry our feet off, I'm finna go. We get done, I'm like, all right girl, I'm finna go. I'm finna get up out of here. She was like, you finna go? You about to go? So I'm like, yeah. Oh no. She was like, before you leave, you mind taking me to go get another daiquiri? She asking me to buy her another daiquiri because I had bought the daiquiris. I had bought our first daiquiris. So I'm like, I ain't really got it like that. She was like, but you got the hookup at Eskimo Hut. It's not free. It's a hookup. Like, it's not 100% free. So I'm like, nah, I ain't really got it like that. So she got a fucking attitude, the biggest attitude. So she was like, can I take your daiquiri in and pour some in a cup? I'm like, you can bring the cup out here, but you're not taking my daiquiri in your house. The fuck? No. So she bring out this big ass cup. I pour her a little bit of daiquiri. She look at it like, that's it, whatever. So she was like, I was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna see you later. She was like, all right. I really feel like she had this attitude because I wouldn't go buy her another daiquiri. The audacity. So at this point, I had never seen her act like that or be like that. I'm like, okay, maybe something going on with her. Maybe it's that time of the month that's making her extra irritable. I don't know. I'm gonna let her slide with that one. But we didn't talk for a little minute though, right? Fast forward, it's probably been like 2 weeks and I ain't seen her. We went from like seeing each other at least every other day to not seeing each other out. And I thought that was weird because when we was texting, you could tell it was dry and something was off. But I ain't finna press the issue for her because I know I ain't do nothing wrong to her. I remember on this day, one of my other friends, I guess what I would call my real friend, because I don't think Desperate was like a real friend to me at all. But yeah, my real friend hit me up and I was just so thrown off about this whole situation because, mind you, that friend knew I had just got scammed by my best friend Chelsea and her boyfriend. So for you to even come at me like this, which sound like a scam, but I still don't even fully understand the situation and how things go about it. Even to this day, it just never made sense to me, right? So she hit me up like, yeah, my friend want to know if you want to make some extra money, because I will always tell her like, girl, this job is bullshit. I only work 24 hours a week, not a day, a week, and I don't get paid on part-time. Like, I'm making crumbs, just enough to pay my phone bill. So I told her that and she was like, yeah, my friend want to know if you want to make some extra money, like, you know. So I'm like, make some extra money how? So she get to telling me like, yeah, all he needs is for you to go in, get these iPhones, buy these iPhones. He gonna give you the money to buy them. You just make the payments on them on time, and then when you pay it off, we gonna resell it. So I'm like, what? That don't make sense. I'm so confused because I'm like, if he got the money to buy the iPhones, why don't he just go in and sign up and buy the iPhones for himself? Mind you, they trying to get like 6 iPhones. And I remember I touched on it. I feel like this particular scam was popular at the time because another one of my friends had hit me up about the same shit, and I think I mentioned that in the story time, but this was before that. So I'm just clueless. I'm like, this do not sound right. It don't sound 100% legit. This is how Chelsea came to me about her dude check. Like, yeah, my man he don't have a bank account. He want to deposit his check into your account, and he said he gonna give you $200 for letting you do that, like, you know, as a courtesy. I'm like, that shit ain't sound right at the time, but I still did it. So now I feel like I find myself back in the same situation. That shit don't sound right, but it also don't sound wrong because all I need is good credit. She was like, yeah, all you need is good credit, but mind you, nothing's gonna happen to your credit, but he just don't have good credit, and you know, bad credit is like worse than no credit. So I'm like, because I told her I ain't got no credit, girl. Like, I'm broke, I'm young, I'm homeless, I'm couch surfing, I don't got no credit. She was like, you ain't got to worry about that because no credit is better than broke and bad credit. So I'm like, So mind you, me and my friend is texting, and she was like, you want him to hit you up and so he can explain it to you? I'm like, yeah, he can hit me up and explain it to me because I do want the money, but girl, I ain't hard up on it like for no little 200, 350. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up texting me like, he want to meet in person when you free. I'm like, I'm free right now, bitch. I ain't doing shit. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just sitting in my car with the blowing AC, wasting gas. That's when gas wasn't that much, because bitch, I would have just been sitting in the heat. So yeah, she was like, all right, meet us in the parking lot of the place. I ain't gonna say what the place was that I feel like they was trying to scam in hindsight, but at the time I'm just like, this is so fucking weird. So I ended up meeting them in a parking lot. They pull up, I go get up in their car. He explaining it to me. He got an attitude. He's so fucking irritated for no reason. Now I'm just thrown off guard. I'm caught off guard. So I'm asking my friend, like, why won't you do it then? Like, cause I'm like, nah, I don't know about this. This don't sound right. Da da da. So she was like, girl, it ain't nothing. Like, this is easy, quick money. You said you need some money, so I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to throw you a bone and this, that, and the third. So I'm like, well, why won't you do it if it's such easy, quick money and like no consequences, no strings attached, nothing gonna happen? And I noticed like nothing is free. Everything come with a price. So when I asked her why won't she do it, she was like, nah, because I know you need it more than me. I'm trying to throw you a bone. I got a job. She worked at a fast food place. Ho. Like, she was like, I got a full-time job at that. Like, bitch, trying to, throw a little slug in. I don't know if she was trying to convince me or like slug me. But it was just so weird. Everybody talking in the car at this point, and Iris had to get a phone call, so he got to step out the car. So now it's just me, my friend, and her friend, the one that came to her with the play. So she was like, you think this is a scam, friend? You think this is a scam? And he was like, man, nah, this ain't no scam. You just gotta have good credit on some shit. Like, I really feel like this is the one of the easiest licks you could ever think about. Like, this is not a scam. So then he started talking to me. He was like, I feel like you just thinking too much into it. This ain't no scam. You just gotta have good credit, and your credit is decent. Then I think you should go for it. My credit is shot to hell. And so my friend is like, yeah, my credit ain't the best either. And I'm like, I don't have no credit. Like, that's what I feel like. Having no credit is worse than having bad credit. I don't know, because so they just kept saying how their credit was bad and how they think it's a lick and I should do it. So I'm like, nah, something, it don't feel right. Like, it don't seem right, and I'm not falling for this shit again, right? So Iris had to get back in the car, and he was like, man, come on now, we ain't got all day to ship in the clothes. We gotta make this move. We gonna make it now. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. It don't feel right. I just had to stand on business, because you're not finna pressure me into doing some bullshit. That would be the second time, and I would have to be the dumbest bitch on earth to fall for this again. I didn't know exactly what was wrong, but I knew something just didn't sound right about it, right? So that's when he get the man, come on now, can you find somebody, somebody that want to make some quick money? Tell them it's $400 for their time, because they is gonna have to keep up with the phone payments, and they don't need no credit, and this, that, and the third. All they gotta do is pay the phone payments on time, and everything gonna be just fine. And then after the phones is paid off, we could just resell them at a higher price, at market rate or some shit like that. And I'm like, if we buying the phones, because mind you, the dude irritated is gonna give whoever agreed to it all the money to make the phone payments, everything like that. That's what he's saying. So he was like, so I'm thinking in my head, if you buying the phones at the same price and you gonna resell them for the same price, what are we, what I'm saying? Like, what is the upside to this? I don't understand what's going on. So I'm like, nah, I don't think I know nobody. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking about how desperate always was like, yeah, I don't got no money. I'm trying to look for a job. We got to get up out of here. I live with my brother. We having money trouble and whatever. I'm not finna get too deep up into it, but they was having money problems. And, I just felt like she wanted to get from up under her brother. So I'm like, dang, maybe desperate will want the money, like, because he was like, if you got somebody, find somebody right now. So my friend is like, somebody, like, I really feel like you should do it. But if you don't want to do it, then get somebody else. In the moment, I'm just like, I don't know about that. Only reason I thought about desperate for real was because she did not care. If it would have been legit, then that would have been cool too. But if it was shaky, she still would have did it. She do not care for real. They scammers over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I told her how I got scammed. She over there telling me like, bitch, if it would have went through, you would have had a big come up. Like, next time you need to do this, that, and the third to make sure the check clear and go through and that. I'm like, nah, Chase bank accounts, they don't play that. She was like, nah, it's a way for that check to clear through that Chase. So like, she really with this shit. They over there scammers, but it tracks because your brother the local tree man. So with selling tree, scammers, tree men, all them type of dudes running the same type of circle. So I wasn't even like surprised. And that was just like a one-off conversation that we had. No way did I think that I was finna, circle back around and give her this play. When he was asking me, I'm just replaying that in my head like, okay, maybe desperate would go, but I'm not going, because I already been through this. My credit, I can't take another hit like this. That's all I'm thinking about. So I hit desperate up, because they just in the car like, nah, if you got somebody, then let them know. Like, I would hate for you to miss out on this opportunity, but if you know somebody, still let them know, whatever. So I'm texting desperate. I'm like, hey, you trying to make some money? Because she ain't never got no damn money. I'm not even trying to be funny. Then at the same time, I'm texting my friend, because I'm just like, you think this legit? And she was like, it sounds legit. I don't really know too much about it, but it do sound legit. So now I got a side eye you for real. I swear to God, I just did not understand, because it's like, if it's so legit, why won't you do it? Why won't you do it and still give me a little piece of the pie? If it's so legit, because she was ready to swear on her life how legit it was, right? So I'm texting desperate. Yeah, desperate get to calling me. That's what it was. She get to calling me, and I step out the car and I'm like, yeah, it's the same thing thing I told y'all is the same thing I told her. So she was like, all right, me and my friend want to do it. So I opened the car door back and I'm like, okay, she said she cool with it. Like her and her friend want to do it. So he like, nah, because I ain't finna do all these people because I got to give you a cut, then her a cut, talk about my friend. Then he got to cut Desperate in like $400 for her time and all this. Then he got to get a driver a cut, which is my friend's friend. So he was like, nah, that's too much. Like just her or nothing. Like trying to play hardball whole time. Yo ass, irritated ass, was the one just desperate, like, man, we gotta do this today. They're finna close. Like, I need this play today. Like, I gotta be done today. And another reason I knew he was desperate is because he kept saying, we gotta do this. They about to close. Whole time it's like 1 p.m. The place don't close till about 9 or 10. So what you mean? I just kept looking at him funny, like, what are you talking about? I'm outside with her on the phone and I'm talking to her and I just can't remember her saying, I want to do it but this, but I want to do it but that, but I don't know, like, because nobody fully understood what was going on. Like nobody understood like what was the, I don't know, the come up about it. It just did not make sense. I put that on everything. It did not make sense. So I'm like, do you want to do it or not? Like, it got to be done today. And she was like, yeah, okay, I want to do it, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll come pick you up. She was like, how far you is? And I told her, she was like, all right, bet I'm going to be ready by the time you get here. So I open the door and I let them know, like, all right, my friend want to do it. It's a go, right? So the whole time I'm still like torn, going back and forth, like, ooh, I don't know if I should do this, and irritated, just extra irritated. So when I told him it was a go, he was like, all right, bet, hop in. What's her address? We finna go pick her up. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go pick her up and then I'm gonna meet y'all like back here, or y'all can stay right here. I don't give a fuck what y'all do, but I'm about to go pick her up. He was like, nah, get in. It's enough room for everybody to fit up in here. We can go pick her up and come right back, and then you could take her home after everything cool, everything done. So I'm like, nah, I really don't want to leave my car up in the parking lot, right? Because I don't like leaving my car places. No, I done been sideswiped, like, because I know I used to hit cars in parking lots. I used to hit park cars and drive off. Karma's a bitch, and I know that shit was finna come back around for me. So I'm just like, nah, I don't want to leave my car in the parking lot, and I shouldn't even have to explain that, because yeah, I said what the fuck I said. He was like, nah, just get in, like, whatever. So I'm like, no. My friend see me and irritated going back and forth, and she was like, do you just want me to ride with you? You want me to ride with her, irritated? And I'm like, nah, it's cool. You ain't gotta ride with me. And then on top of that, looking back, I feel like she only asked if I could ride with her. I mean, if she could ride with me, just to ensure that I came back. Because I didn't have like a 100% like good feeling about it. And first of all, I thought they was trying to play me on the money, because just the cut, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it just sounded like nobody was finna get no money. Like, maybe whoever did the phone thing was gonna get money, but he was trying to act like, oh, I'm gonna have to give you some money. I'm gonna have to give your friend some money, and then a driver some money, and I ain't finna do all that. I ain't finna cut all these people in. And I'm like, why do you have to cut all these people in? It just really didn't make sense, because Desperate was like, yeah, me and my friend want to do it, and he was like, nah, no friend. That's too many cuts, too many fucking people. Everything was just like real shaky about this shit, right? So mind you, you know what? I feel like I should have mentioned this real early on, because this is like the whole meat and potatoes, bitch. So tell me why, not so tell me why, I'm skipping ahead. Let me slow down. Hold on, my bad. Let me slow down, because I feel like I'm trying to rush through this just because I have to go take my daughter to cheer practice. So mind you, I didn't wear purses around this time, and I mentioned that in other story times too, but around the time that I would be on my period, I did wear a crossbody. Other than that, my debit card would be in my bra, my ID in my bra, my phone in my back pocket. That's it. That's how I rocked it. So I had my purse because I was on my period, and I used to keep my pads up in there, because at the time I was still wearing pads. So yeah, and then when I had my purse, I'm like, I'm just put all my stuff in here, because why not? Like, my debit card be slipping out my bra. I'm always having to pick it up. So let me just throw it in my purse, and my purse was just thrown in my back seat, right? So I pull up on Desperate getting in the front, her friend slide in the back. So Desperate was like, yeah, my friend, I know you said my friend can't do it, but she still wants you to explain it, because I don't think I'm explaining it to her right. So I'm like, all right. So boom, what's up, friend? I'm Tatiana, Desperate, her friend was not feeling me. That girl did not like me. She in the back seat, comfortable. How you helping somebody else get comfortable and still choose to have an attitude? Ho, you can get the fuck out. You get the fuck out. She in my back seat. I'm like, I'm Tatiana, girl, what's up? Because I just always been a friendly person. I was like, oh, bitch, that ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I'm like, yeah, so basically this what it is. oh, dude said you don't need no credit. And I really think it's legit, because I don't think my friend would try to play me. You don't need no credit, but they just want you to get the phones in their name. They trying to get about 6 phones. All you have to do is stick to the recurring payments over these 3 to 6 months. He gonna give you the money to make the payments, and he gonna cut you in $400 for your time, whatever, bitch. Just like, I'm just going through the scammer handbook, because at this point it had been explained to me about 3-4 times. So I knew what to say. I just didn't quite get what was going on. But I'm talking like I knew what was going on, because, bitch, in my opinion, I could sell stock to a slug. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just get her to do this, because I know, like, I really did say, I don't know if I said this or I'm going to cut it down or leave it in. I said I wasn't hard up for no piece of change, because I did have a job, but at the same time, my job was paying me dust. So I really did want that little piece of penny that I was finna get, you know, from finding somebody, right? So, and you know, another thing I didn't understand was, why did Irritated feel like he still had to cut my friend in when her play didn't go through? Like, I'm the one that found somebody. So he was like, no, I'm gonna have to cut your friend in, the driver in, da-da. You ain't gotta cut this bitch in. Cause on God, I feel like she trying to play me, and I don't know why she would even bring this shit to me, but the whole time I'm trying to play somebody too. So karma, I don't know. I'm explaining it to her, and she was just like, this don't sound right. I don't understand. If you don't need no credit and then why does credit matter? So why can't they get the phones? And I'm like, bitch, all valid questions, because I don't even know what to say. I'm like, I don't know, they just told me this, that, and the third. She was like, no, that don't sound right. No. And mind you, Desperate friend is older, so I feel like I was more naive to the bullshit, and so was Desperate. Desperate didn't really care if it was shaky or legit, like I keep saying, but she just wanted to run about her friend. I don't know, because I guess she thought the friend was older and wiser. So she was like, no, this don't make sense. No. And then why reoccurring payments? If they gonna pay it off and resell it, then what's the point of even doing this? Because I'm like, same question. What is the come up in this situation? I have no idea. He's talking about, yeah, we just gonna buy the phones, pay them off, and then resell them on eBay. And I'm like, you buying it for full price. You're not even getting a deal on this, because it's you buying it from like a store, a company, not like a Walmart or a Target, but it's like an electronic company, and you're not getting no deal just because you're buying 6 phones. So what is the come up? I really didn't understand. So she asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. You know, I feel like Irritated could finesse it to a way, and that's what scammers do. They finesse shit to a way to make it sound good, and like, oh, okay, 7 plus 4 do equal 147. When you really think about it and you divide it just right, it can equal 147. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be making shit that don't make sense, basically. So I can't do that, bitch. I'm not a finesse. I'm not an A1 finesse. I'm not a scammer. I'm not none of that. Like, I get nervous, shaking. I get well, I don't know. You know, he just told me what. Bitch, I get the throating hard and shit. I be swallowing hard. I don't know. So she was like, no, Desperate, you stupid as fuck for even considering it, So I'm like, no. Like, I don't think I'm explaining right. You want me to call? And I'm like, damn, maybe I should have let
Irritated
come pick her up, because he could have finessed her ass right into doing it, because he almost got my ass. But I had just been scammed, so I wasn't going. So Desperate friend was just like, no. Mind you, whole time my friend is texting me like, what's up? What's the ETA? When you coming back? And I'm not responding to her because I'm trying to sell it. I'm like, oh, I done fucked up. I done fucked up now. So, and mind you, I'm not looking back at Desperate friend. I'm talking to Desperate friend through my rear view. So I'm just like, well, I don't, you know, Desperate, you care? I don't think Desperate care. I don't know, bitch. I'm just shaking. So, and then I'm checking my phone. So I probably did look extra sketchy. I'm stuttering. Look, got me stuttering right now. I'm stuttering. I'm stumbling over my words and all types of shit. So I'm not answering my friend, right? All of a sudden, a number get to blowing my phone down. It's Irritated, because I put the pieces of the puzzle together, and the shit he was saying and how he was talking, I'm like, why would she give Irritated my number without telling me? That's so fucking weird. Then a number get to calling me. One thing you're not gonna do is rush me. So now I'm getting irritated, because it's like, why are you giving him my number? The friend Desperate listening to her friend, and she was like, it do sound kind of off. And I'm like, well, you know what? You don't have to do it if you don't feel comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? So the girl was like, I was like, either way, I don't care. I'll be cool. So the friend in the back was like, you do care. You was just trying to convince her to do it. And I was like, nah, yeah, but it's not that serious. Like, I don't really care for real. Like, I just thought I'd bring her a plate, because she always talking about money. So Desperate was like, I do need some money, and like You know, I want to do it, but I don't know. Like, I don't really care about my credit, but I don't need no police. I don't need nothing getting tracked back to me, because The desperate thing was like, does the phones have serial numbers and what's gonna happen? So I'm like, nah, he gonna give you the money to make the reoccurring payments. And she was like, how you know he gonna keep sending the money? Like, what if I have to use my $400 for it? It was so many questions that I didn't know the answers to. So I'm like, you just gonna have to talk to Irritated about it. His name is Irritated. Do you want his number? Because shit, he really texting me right now. I ain't say that, but I'm like, I can give you his number and he could better explain it, because girl, this shit just got bought to me, you know? I feel like Desperate knew it was a scam and she thought the phones was stolen or something. That's what was like keeping her from doing it, from not doing it or whatever. So I'm like, nah, it's from this store, this big ass corporation, and the phones is not stolen. She was like, yeah, but I just don't understand then. If the phones is not stolen, like, I don't understand what the come up is either. So I'm like, girl, here go Irritated number if you want it, because me either. I like, thinking back, I could tell the friend was a lot older and wiser because she just knew everything. So I'm like, yeah, you ain't gotta do it, I don't really care too much. So the friend was like, nah, the way you trying to convince her, you must be getting a cut. How much your cut? I ain't say nothing about cuts, mind you. I just bought it to her like it was a play bought to me, and I'm just switching it off to her like how my friend did me. So I lied, because bitch, you not finna, I felt like I kept trying to date the situation and her friend just kept trying to argue with me. So I'm like, I'm not finna get the satisfaction. So I'm like, I'm not getting a cut. This is nothing. Like, I just bought her something because she needed money. I have a job already, so I don't really need it as much, you know? So the friend was like, nah, I ain't buying it. Nah. The friend is talking about me like I'm not even in my car. Like, she not in my car and I'm not in my car. She was like, Desperate, you trust this girl? And Desperate was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, doing this like little awkward laugh. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who to trust. I don't know what to do. I really don't care, but I just don't want this and I don't want that. So the friend was like, nah, this shit gonna fuck your credit up and everything gonna fall back on you, because they gonna stop payments and they gonna be coming after you for the phones and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, this bitch thinks she know everything. This bitch, so I'm like, in my head, I swear to God, I'll never forget thinking, she sounds dumb as fuck. How they gonna stop payments when it's on auto pay? Like, it's gonna be on auto pay. So I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. But now I'm feeling like I look like a scammer. So I end up telling Desperate, don't do it. Like, I don't care, just don't do it. You don't have to do it. Don't even worry about it. It's cool. Like, you don't gotta do it. So the girl was like, no, she not gonna do it. She not gonna do it. You think we stupid? Like, no, that shit gonna fuck her credit up and everything gonna fall back on her. No. So I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'm like, Desperate, you ain't got to do it. I don't want you to think I'm trying to pressure you into nothing. Like, you don't have to do this. You know that, right? Desperate was like, I want to do it, but you know, I don't know. Then the friend was like, Desperate, stop saying you want to do this shit. Da-da-da. Like, it was just getting to be too much. And I'm like, I don't even look right in this situation. Like, nah. I know I could be indecisive, but Desperate was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Nah, you know what? I don't know though, because what if this? But you know what? I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it. Like, let's go, I'm gonna do it. And then she was like, no, I don't know though. I don't know, because what about this? The more like we kept talking. So I'm like, Desperate, you ain't gotta do it. Like, don't do it. I don't know. I think Desperate friend got tired of it. She was just calling her all types of stupid bitches. And then finally she was like, Desperate, do what the fuck you want. And she got up off the car. So Desperate was like, come on. And I'm like, nah, Desperate, don't even worry about it, because the more I got to think about it, if shit blow up like how she said, because her words did get to me, I'm like, nah, if that really do happen, I don't want to be responsible for none of this shit. Like, I do not want to be the one to blame. I feel like it would be my fault, because I'm the one that like bought this to your attention, right? I'm sitting in the car talking to her, and she was like, what you think? Like, you think this is a scam? You think it's like something weird? And I'm like, you know, I'm keeping a butt with you. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, just how you don't understand, I don't understand. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. So she was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it then. I ain't gonna do it. I'm like, yeah, don't do it. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it, because I don't even feel comfortable. She was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do it then. But it's $400 though. It's $400. At this point, I'm like, I want to tell her, Desperate, get the fuck out of my car, because I got waiting on me. I'm about to say fuck all y'all and go to my man. Like, dead ass. That's exactly what was on my mind. Like, I was just trying to ease her mind, because she was like, I really don't want to miss out on no free $400. Like, that sound like an easy ass lick. It don't sound like none of the scams that I done heard about, right? At this point, I'm texting my man and he was cooking. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go to my man's house, because bitch, I know I'm gonna have somewhere to sleep. I ain't gotta sleep in my car tonight, and it's cool. So I'm just like, nah, you ain't gotta do it. It's cool. You know what? I'm about to go anyway, because I got something else to do. Bitch, get out of my car, because I'm not finna keep going back and forth. At this point, she was so indecisive. We was going back and forth for like damn near an hour. My friend blowing me up. I had to block Irritated, because he just cussing me the fuck out. Like, bitch, I knew you was playing. I knew you was on bullshit. Da da da. So I was like, oh hell nah. That's what really made me be like, nah, you know what? Fuck this. Basically, I told Desperate as I had to go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see you later. She had brought up the last time we seen each other. I'm like, yeah, we could talk that out, but you know, I gotta go right now. I said, son, I gotta go feed my grandma or something. I don't know. I used to always lie. Every time I needed to lie, I would blame it on my grandma. Like, oh yeah, I gotta go give my grandma her medicine. I gotta go make her dinner. I gotta go whatever. After After, what did I call him? Irritated. After irritated was cussing me out, and I had to block him. That's when my friend stopped texting me. I think they had got the point, because mind you, she was still with them. So I'm like, I'm not, oh yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, that shit just really made me uneasy. So I ended up pulling up on my man. He cooking and stuff. He asked me to go get a bottle because we wanted to drink that night. So he was like, yeah, I got 13 on it. You want to split it? Like, literally 13, because we were trying to get Ciroc. We were trying to get that bottle of Ciroc, the pineapple one. I go down the street to that mom and pop liquor store by his house. And mind you, Ciroc is real popular at this time. I would never dare to pick up a bottle of Ciroc today, ever. I get up in there and I'm like, can I have a Ciroc? I think we was getting a personal. If we weren't getting a personal, we was getting the size up because we was splitting it. So I'm like fumbling. I get to fumbling and jumping through my purse. And I'm like, okay, I got my ID. I got my debit card. Where the fuck is my cash? Hello? Where's my cash? I had $60. And I remember I had $60 because old girl was like, can you buy me another daiquiri? And I was like, nah, I ain't got it like that. And she was like, but you got $60, because I used to keep a lot of cash. And I also used to lose a lot of cash too. So I was like, but that's already spent. That's my phone bill money. And she was like, okay. That's when she had an attitude, and I just ended up pouring something in her cup and I left. So I'm like, I know I had $60 and I ain't really just been doing nothing for real that costs money. It's like back then you could have so much fun for the free. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was not like today where you got to spend money to do everything. You could be broke and still have the time of your fucking life. And that's how I used to be. Only thing I had to do was buy gas. I used to get gas money from whoever I was riding around. I'm like, damn, I stay losing cash. I'm just rumbling through my purse. I'm holding the line. They're probably like, this broke ass bitch. So I'm like, wait, I think I gotta go get the cash out of my car. And I tell the person behind me that they can go ahead, just hold it for me. So I go up in my car. I'm looking all under the seats, the back seat, the front seat, under everything. Mind you, I had like a 2-seater. I had a 2-seater, but there was like still like the seat in the back. So it could fit like, at the most, I feel like my car could fit 5 people. So I'm just looking over everywhere and I don't see the money nowhere, and I'm like, damn, I'm always losing money. I swear to God, I always lost money. The whole time I'm trying to retrace my steps in my head, and I'm just like irritated because I'm like, damn, I don't started wearing this damn purse to keep up with my money. I threw this fucker on and my cash still got gone. The math is really not mathing at this point. So I'm just thinking like, okay, I done did this, and now I ain't even step out. Like, I couldn't fail outside with my man on. Then, oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking my brother, I was thinking my man brother had took it, because I'm like, what if I got out the car and it fell out? I hated him so bad, I figured out how to blame any and everything on him. I hated him real bad. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just use my debit card and not be able to pay my phone bill. It's not like she gonna turn it off, because I know she gonna want to get in touch with me. The whole time I'm just like, man, I'm so irresponsible. Just going in on myself. I get back, we eat, and we going shot for shot in the kitchen. You know, we trying to get freaky. How can I put this? That's what I'm just saying. We had to do the pre-fuck in the bathroom, and then we was gonna do the real shit later on that night when everybody went to bed, and we could do rounds, bitch, rounds. So yeah, we do that. Good shit. After that, y'all, I swear to God, bitch, he put that shit on me. I forgot about the money, ho. I forgot I lost $60 whole doing on broke as shit. So I'm happy, and I'm just like, my man, whatever. So I'm over there, and I'm just like, everybody need to go to bed. Mind you, we had to wait till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning to really do what the fuck we wanted to do. But I was like, worth it. I'm still drinking. He not drinking no more, because we already got round 1 out the way. So, you know, he don't drink until it's time to do what he do. But I'm still drinking because, like I said, yeah, got a little teeny bit of a problem at this point. And I'm just thinking, I'm scrolling on my phone, and I'm like,
if 2 + 2 is 5 and 6 + 6 is 7.
This bitch desperate friend was in my car. She was in my back seat. My purse was in my back seat. It all started like dawning on me. It's like the puzzle pieces was getting put together. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I was so fucking irritated. I'm thinking, ain't no way this bitch really went into my purse and stole money. Like, who does that? Because mind you, I was real loose with the purse, because I wasn't even used to having a purse for real. So I really didn't care. I throw that back anywhere. I throw it on the ground, all around. I'm thinking, let me call Desperate. Since we cool again, I feel like I can call her on some shit and, you know, try to clear it up. I call her, she don't answer, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait for her to call me back. She don't end up calling me back. I think like 25 minutes or something close to too long end up passing by, and I'm like, you know what, I'm about to call her ass again, and I will blow your ass up. So I step outside and I call her again. I call her like 2 more times since she finally answered. I'm like, Desperate, you still with your friend? She was like, nah, she just left. I'm like, okay, can I have her number? I gotta ask her something. She was like, no, what you gotta ask her? I can ask her for you tomorrow, like when we together again. I'm like, nah, I gotta ask her right now. It's about the thing. Like, I was trying to finesse at first. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to finesse. Looking back, I don't even know what I was thinking or where this was going. I was just intoxicated, just trying to figure out what happened to my money. And instead of just like calling and accusing like, bitch, I think your friend took my money, da da da, I was trying to finesse around the situation just to get the answer that I wanted. And what I was gonna do after that, I have no idea, but I just wanted an answer, you know. So she was like, nah, I ain't gonna really give you her number. I don't like giving out people number without letting them know first or whatever. So I'm like, okay, can you call her and ask her if I could have a number? She was like, all right, I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna hit you up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Time go by, I'm not hearing shit from Desperate, and I'm like, this is weird as fuck. This is strange. So I get to calling Desperate again. She stopped answering the phone for me. So I'm like, oh, that's weird as hell. Now in my head, I'm thinking, oh, you knew something is up. Like, either she took my money and y'all was both in on it, or she told you, or you knew about it or something. So now I'm getting pissed the fuck off because I feel like you playing in my face. So I go to Desperate Instagram and I go through her followers, and I'm trying to look for the girl. I'm trying to search her up by name and everything, and I'm not finding her. So I end up going through Desperate likes, and I found the bitch. So I hit her up on some nice, I'm trying to still manipulate. I'm trying to, you know, come at her cool just to get the reaction that I want and get the answer that I need. So I'm like, hey girl, you know, can you send me your number? I want to ask you some questions about earlier. Nothing, right? So I'm like, okay, what else can I say to her? And then at this time, it wasn't like Instagram didn't snitch on you. They didn't do the scene and opened or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, okay, I don't even know if she's seen it and she ignoring me or what, but I'm thinking of stuff to say to get her to respond. You know what I did? After she didn't respond the first time, I sent her another message like, hey boo, can I get your number? I really need to ask you something. Like, I'm trying to make it sound important so she could be like, oh, what's going on? Hold up, I need to respond to this. What do you need to ask me? Do she know something that I don't know? Girl, please, that might have worked on an average bitch, but this hoe was bitch 2.0. She was very smart. I don't know. She's still not responding, and during this time that I'm waiting for her to respond to me, I get to thinking like, I know my friend didn't take it. I know she the only one that was by my purse in the backseat, and she hurried up and slid the fuck out of my car real quick. When I feel like people playing in my face, I get beyond ears. I get irate. Like, I get out of character real bad and real quick. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. I'm just gonna cuss this whole smooth the fuck out. So I messaged her something like, you broke ass bitch, I know you stole my money out of my purse because it was in the back seat with you. Who steals out of people's purse, you broke ass hoe? And I'm pulling up for my shit. Or I said best believe I'm pulling up for my shit. Y'all, I knew she had been seeing my messages because as soon as I sent, I'm talking about like 1 minute later, she started writing me messages. That got her attention real quick. She started sending send like a whole bunch of messages kept coming in until eventually it looked like a little paragraph. She ate my ass up. I ain't never felt like, oh. I ain't never felt like that. Well, I have, but like after this. But at this time, the first thing that she said was pull up and get popped. And I knew she wasn't capping because they was just all around there toting them things out in the open. So I already knew she had one on her. Or she knew somebody that did. So she was like, pull up and get popped, bitch. I'm smoking on that little $60 right now. How you trying to scam me? Got scammed. That's how the game go. Da-da-da. Just saying all types of stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I knew. Who goes into somebody's purse though? I don't know if my purse was open and she seen it and she did a quick one, like took my shit because it was all wrapped up together. Like, I don't know. But she got me. She ain't finessed me. She got me. She was like, yeah, you tried to scam me, got scammed. That's karma for your ass and da-da-da. You gonna learn today and something like that. I'm like, I knew it. And that mean Desperate knew it. Cause she definitely stopped answering my phone calls. Oh, we going back and forth and I'm just like, I can't keep up with this hoe. She got a few years on me. She a little quicker hoe. I thought I was witty. She was wittier. Bitch. I was gonna say I thought I was pretty. She was prettier just because it rhymed. But nah, like she really got my ass, and I'm just I ain't know what to do. I'm so irritated. At this point it's late. It's not as late as I wanted it to be, but I could tell my ex he was starting to like want to do something again, and I couldn't even concentrate because I'm so irritated. I'm not even in the mood. I didn't even want to spend a night there because. No, I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather sleep in my car than to be over here. I'd rather sleep in my car just so I could go back and forth with this bitch for as long as she want to go back and forth because I don't care. I want my money back. And I don't know why for some reason I thought that I was still gonna get my money back even though the second thing that she said to me was I'm smoking on that little $60 right now. that means she definitely went and bought Tree with my shit immediately. I was outside for a long time sitting in my car because I'm still calling desperate. And then she ended up answering the phone one time and she was like, you know what? Like, nah, because you really tried to scam me. I don't care. She didn't take your money, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I know you with this bitch and she already told me that she took my money. So don't try to play these same mind games that I was just trying to play on you, ho. I'm about 10 steps ahead of you. So I'm like, yes, she did. She already told me. She was like, well, oh, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't appreciate you calling me trying to check some shit and da-da-da-da, and hung up in my face. So I'm like, oh, okay, now you want to put it in your head that I was trying to scam you? Because yeah, she was like, you was trying to scam me anyway, and da-da-da-da. So yeah, she got it in her head that I was trying to scam her, and after that, she did not fuck with me. I mean, I guess it did kind of give that, but it's like, you ain't got to steal my money. I didn't end up scamming you. Even if you thought I tried to, I didn't. So why did y'all bitch take my money? She ain't mess with me after that one. And it's crazy because shortly after that, that's when I ended up started living with my brother. And it's crazy how when you don't mess with somebody no more, you never see them in your vicinity ever. It's like y'all could be in the same like area. Y'all probably could be in the same place and just won't cross paths because y'all just was not meant to mess with each other. So yeah, I didn't see her the whole time I lived in my brother's house. Now mind you, when I actually lived there, I didn't go out. I ain't have no reason to just be outside. Like, yeah, I'll sit in my car, smoke a little cigarette, then I'll go right back in the house. And my brother did live in the front and they lived in the back, but I still kind of expected to see her brother, the girl, or somebody over there. I ain't seen none of them. I don't know if they got kicked out or what, but I ain't see them. That was that. Yeah, I started living with my brother. Everybody was living over there. That's why I was skeptical to go over there anyway. Then shortly after I got bed bugs, ended up going home, gave my aunt bed bugs. We had bed bugs for like a year because she didn't believe we had bed bugs. She over here thinking she allergic to some bugs. She got an allergy test. So yeah, I'm allergic to this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, listen, lady, we got bed bugs. So yeah, then my grandma got bed bugs. Then we had the house fumigated. It was just a whole thing. They ain't got nothing to do with the story, but that's how that ended right there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. Yeah, girl, I tried to scam and got scammed. I got she really took my money. She really took my little piece of chump change. My aunt actually did cut off my phone because I'm like, she ain't gonna cut off my phone. She wasn't there. I know she want to make sure I'm safe. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. She showed my ass and she cut off my phone so many times around this time. Like, even when I was living with my friend that I called Dum, she cut off my phone over there. She just did not care. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave this one right here. Y'all already know what to do. Like the video, leave anything in the comments, and make sure you are subscribed. I'm about to go take my baby to cheer practice. Go team, go! If y'all want to follow me on my socials, they are in the description. My Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I am gonna be recording for the membership, so if you want to sign up for the membership, then finna get a new video this week. And that's pretty much it. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a safe week. Thank you so much for being subscribed, tuning in, being a part of the fam. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye. So yeah, that's all we used to drink. I used to want, I don't know why I thought Douce was top shelf back then, and it was just so expensive, out of my league. But Douce was for like special occasions. That used to burn a hole in my chest and my pocket. I wasn't finna buy no Douce. Body on me. I love your big body. Body on me. Y'all know what's crazy? My last story time, I was literally finna wash my face and go to bed, putting my hair in my two buns, finna slap my bonnet on. When I figured out my audio had went out, so I got on camera and I recorded the whole story time all over again. And mind you, I was talking real fast because at first I was irritated, but then I just got into the video and I'm like, you know, I'm just do the whole video over again. And y'all was like, I like your hair, yo look, da-da-da. Girl, I had on lashes in my bedtime hairstyle. That shit was crazy. Wait, because I actually love these so much more than I thought I was. I'm like, these phenomenal. No, I ain't getting nothing. Not a thing. These are mine. Oh, bitch. Oh, let me not cuss. This is promotion. But that just go to show you how much I like it. Oh, you never will see me again, because what do you want? Man. No. Bitch. So, like, she was like, hey, nice to meet you, sis. Ho, stop playing with me. She was like, then a girl got the nerve to ask me, can I short her down on my cig? So I'm like, you just want a cigarette? Because I'm not finna pass the cig back and forth like a blunt, nor am I gonna short you down because I'm gonna forget. I don't do that. So I mean, I did, but no,